Okay, let's wait for, this is Rahul from CRMTiger. Let's wait for another 5 minutes for everyone to join so we can start the webinar. Everyone, please raise your hand if you can hear me properly. Yeah, perfect. Thank you. Okay, so today I will give you some demonstration of what we done so far and what we will going to release in our upcoming release. This time we more focus on modification of our existing apps, as well as more towards modifications and the additions to the features, like useful for field service staff, mainly like time tracking, then route planning, and capture the signatures for the sales team, photos if they are in the inspection website, or they are on a construction site, or those industries which we focused. Also, we had done some modifications on how the calendar and events to be looked, which will be easy and seamless for the users to understand. So those are all the features which I will show you in the demonstrations. Also, like some of the part which we will not covered in the webinar, but that would be in the release, like view of the mobile apps in the tablet or iPad. Unfortunately, I have the mobile apps, so we'll share how the looks of mobile apps to be shown in the tablets. So let me start demonstrations first with the signature and photo features. So basically what we did is we provide an option in the settings where you can define your existing fields. So if you look at my screen and confirm everyone if you are looking at my screen, so I can start demonstration. By raise your hand. Okay, perfect. So basically what we did, and this is one of the important features which I am trying to show here, is like, for example, you have a sales team and you send a customer a quotation. Now quotation requires their authority to sign. So basically we used existing fields which has the type text area to become a signature fields, and that fields will hold the information about the signature which has been signed. So basically these are all the text area fields in the quotation. So we consider two fields: approver sign and final authority sign. You can set any of your fields of your existing modules, or you can add any fields from, you can add any fields with the text area type, and you can make those fields as a signature fields inside your mobile app. So right now, if you look at this, I have created two fields: approver sign and final authority sign. So it means like these two fields to be considered as signature type fields. So let me show you the demonstration. So for a moment, let me make my mobile as a presenter so I can give you a demonstration of that. Uh, okay, now sorry. Okay, I'm sharing my screen. So basically, I am in the quotation part. Now, let me open any quotation. So I'm just opening the existing quotation where I set two fields as the signature fields. Let me find another. Okay. Yeah. So if you look at this, those two fields as a signature. Right now it's not display the label, but we're going to display the label on the fields like approver, sign, and all. So when I click on add signature, it's open a small pop-up where I have to sign, or the person who is responsible, the sales guy will give the mobile to him and he can sign. So if I save, the signature has been added here. Now there is another signature. If any quotation require the authority of the two person, then it will be signed here. So once it's been signed, it's not allowing you to modify the signature. So this is one of the features which we added. So you can set any of your existing field as a signature fields or a photo fields. Now let me show you how we manage the fields related to the photos. So let me change the filter. Okay. So consider like you assign a user who has to do the inspection of the construction website. Now here there is the option of the files and photo. So I show you earlier, like you can set two types of fields for any text area fields from any modules. One is like signature types, and second one is either documents or photo or files type fields. So if I click here, it will ask me either take a screenshot or copy the photos from the existing gallery. So I'm just selecting two photos. So I select this photo, and it's allow me to crop if I want to do some crop in the photos. So I select this. While I select this, it will going to display this photo to the file uploads and the photo part of these things. So that is the one thing. Or let me create one new ticket so I can uh, construction inspection site. Um, okay, let me take the photos from here. So I'm just adding this photo. Okay, so if you look at this, the photo has been added. Unfortunately, it's just swapping the thing, so we will have to fix that things. Anyway, so if you look at this photo has been added. User can add multiple photos. So let me add another photos. So select. So I can add another photos. So this will help um, users to upload all the photos when he visited the website sorry, any construction sites and all, and there is multiple sections for the photo. So like one section would be for like uh, the inner part of the construction site. One side of the photos would be the outer part of the construction site. So these will help field service to take the photos. And the important things is like this photo is stored in the documents of the system. So if I click on documents, if you look, these two images stored in your document module. So we did not create a separate storage or anything. It will use existing document management system to store these photos. So it will be a more secure things. Now, so this is how basically the signature and the file upload things. You can you can allow this for any you can allow this to work for any modules and any fields of the module, but the only prerequisite would be the type of the fields would be text area fields. Okay, so let me share my screen again of the web. So if you look at the records where I have uploaded the photos, so this is one of the records against whom I uploaded the photos. So if you look at this in the documents, it stored this photo. So I can see the view of the photo which I have uploaded, right? So it's stored against the documents, against the tickets. So this will be helpful for the inspection company. Now let's see how the signature will looks. So again, this is the signature, right? So now the thing is like we just display the URL of the signature which is stored in the photos. So instead of modifying the existing module, we just add the URL. So when you click on the URL, you will see the signature, right? So it means it's signed, and this will be accessible only by admin. So admin can modify if he wants the approver person to sign it again. He just have to simply remove it from here. So this is basically signature and the document section. Now as we are still working on the organizing the menu structure. So in the settings we had a few more things which I will show you in the demo. So let's move towards the time tracking module. So let me again make this my mobile as a presenter, so you guys can look into it. So let me make okay, sorry. Okay, make my mobile as a presenter. Make presenter, yes. Okay, so the another features which we implemented, that is the time tracker. So the time tracker is it's something for your staff to track the time on any module. For example, I select the tickets, right? In tickets, if I have to work on the ticket which is assigned like repair a doorbell, okay? So I'm just mentioning like working on ticket. I hit save. So it will create a record. Now I have an option to start this. So it start the timer. Okay, so now if I click on these records, I see a small checkout at the bottom where it's display the counter that okay, I have to work on this particular tickets, and it will start tracking the time of the person who is working on it. So it will be easy uh, for the company to track the time, and they can invoice the customer accordingly. So right now the timer is start calculating. So if I stop the timer, it will ask me the notes when what I have to write, like say like the task has been finished. So if I stop, it means this task has been finished. Now, as an admin, if I want to see, it also track. The important things is like it's also track the location of of the task which has been executed. It means like when I start the timer and stop the timer, it's track the location, and you will see the report inside the admin that on what location the task has been start, and on what location the task has been stopped, right? So that will uh, help the administrator to track the location of the users who start and stop the time. So this is basically time tracking, and it's applied to every records of the system. So this is the time tracking feature. Now let me go back. Let me move to the okay. Before that, let's show you the improvement in the calendar. That is one of the. So basically, we did some modification on how the events to be displayed. So if I am in the home screen, if you look at this, we modify the look and feel of how the home page is displayed or a dashboard is displayed. In the dashboard, we added an option because we got a lot of feedback from the customer, like they want to see the events for other member if they can allow to see the events of other member, and it will be easy for them to see all the events. So if I select all, then I can see all the events. If I can select the mine, then I only see the my events, right? Now we also have an option for check-in and check-out here. So so if I click on check-in here, it start, for example, if I'm attending the meetings, so I just check in, so it's track my location, that from which location I'm starting the meeting. And when I click on checkout, it will track the location when I done the meetings. Also, I have an option like plan hell and not hell. It means like if the meeting has been ended, so I'm just mark this meeting as hell, right? So these features was not part of the previous release, so will we consider those things. Now apart from this, we had the important features is like remember, like in a calendar, inside the vTiger there is an option where if you want to see the due date of the invoice in the calendar, so you have an ability, I mean you can check what will be the due date of the invoice or codes or whatever you define in the calendar is displayed here. So for example, this is the two invoice in my screen. In 11th of September, there is two invoice uh, whose due date is tomorrow. So it's display 11th of September is the due date of the invoice. So these two invoice is displayed for the 11th of September time. So I'm just click on this. It will navigate me to the invoice that I can see, okay, this invoice is due tomorrow. So if you look at this, the due date is 11th of September and it's displayed now on the calendar. So it will be easy for you to track every date of every records on calendar now. So this is one of the important features which we added in this release. Apart from that, if let me show you some of the things which we added is now, for example, now we added the relation of the data types. So for example, if you want to find the record based on the status, then I can search the record, right? Previously we just have a free text field instead of having this drop down. So it will be easy for the users to uh, search, or it will be reduce the efforts from the users to search. So they have to just simply click on the lead source, and if I select the employee, then it will display all the record where lead source is the employee. Okay, so this is the features which we added. Now let me go back to the route planner. So okay, let me delete it. So the route planner is the important features which we developed, and this is for mapping the this is for the scheduling the routes for your team, or your team themselves create a route for them for a day. So if your company is the delivery company, or your company is on-site support company where they have like 10 or 15 tickets daily, they have to go to the customer location to fix the problem of the customer. Or if the company is a fire extinguisher company, or if the company is any electronics repairing company where they have a support team who has to go on site to fix a problem of the customer. At that time, this is very important features for them to manage the routes and their day-to-day activities. So I'm just creating the routes. So today, for example, I'm just creating a route for another person. So I just click on the date. It's display me this view, and I have to simply click on here. Now we allow these modules on which you can plan your route. So I'm selecting the tickets. Now I select the tickets where I have a filter like repairing tickets for Martin. So I'm just selecting this, that okay, Martin has to do the repair of these 3 tickets. So repair doorbell, repair window, and report door. So if I select this, then it will display on a map, it will display the location of this is my current location, and this is the location of the customer where the Martin has to go and repair. So this is the 2, and this is the third one, right? Now I'm just creating a route for the Martin, like neon repair route, and I'm just changing the users, like okay, I have to do it for Martin Pascal. So I'm selecting it, and here I can see there is a total 62.43 kilometers Martin has to drive from the location from where from the location where I organize the route, and it duration of this driving is like 2.36 minutes. So when the Martin click on that record, he will see 3 records. So for every records he has to either navigate. So if I click on a navigate, it will find the base route for the Martin to go from one location to other location. So right now I just set my location to the New York. So it is like 27 minutes, 9.2 miles from the location of the mountain. Okay, let me go back. Yeah, so once the Martin reached to that location, he simply click on the check-in. So once he click on a check-in, it will display the time when he made a check-in, and once he finishes his task, he has to simply click on the checkout. So when he click on the checkout, system will track the check-in time and checkout time. And if I go back to the task, so it will display the route, and I also have an option. This will auto complete once the all the route has been finished by the Martin. So this is important features for the on-field staff to manage their activities on the map, and they can schedule the route accordingly. So this is the route planning features which we added. Now let me show you something related to the context. Okay, so as you know, like we also working more towards the how the mobile apps to be display more on a map, because as we are building the mobile apps, so the location is matters more in the mobile apps. So in that case, we build the nearby features. So I think this was been already been there before, but this is not a nearby feature, but you can see the customer on, for example, yeah, you can see the customer on various locations. So if I keep zoom, it will display like, this is the two customer which uh, on the map. So this is David Murphy. So these are all the customer which are on the map, which you can track the location of the customer. Now let me go back to the nearby features. So this is a nearby features. So I can swipe. It's not display the other information because we display here address, phone number, and all. But unfortunately, those customer doesn't have the address or phone number. Sorry, doesn't have the phone number or something. So if I click on this, it will open the customer. Right? So this part is also been there before, but we just modify this part uh, to be more user friendly. Okay, so and apart from this, if I open this, we added the more features related to, like, you already know, like if I can do the quick edits from the mobile apps, as well as in the inventory, we added the features related to the having the multi-currency part. So user can create their invoice or quotation or purchase order or whatever in their base currency, whatever they wants to select. So this is all the features which we developed in this release. Also, we are adding some more features which is more related to the which is more related to the uh, time tracking and simplicity in the dashboard. So in a dashboard, we, as you know, like we added the key metrics and all, and this is also like, existing features where you can add any reports or dashboard reports which you created in your CRM will be displayed in the dashboard in the mobile apps. So this is like a sales pipeline reports where you can see everything from the dashboard of the mobile apps. And global search was been already been there. We did some modification as I mentioned earlier, like having display a proper view in the history to make sure like it's easy to understand by the admin or the person who is accessing the dashboard. Two or three more features which we are adding is like if any users who wants to, instead of displaying the dashboard, if I am the support person, I don't wants to see a dashboard, I wants to see directly uh, the listing of the tickets which is assigned to me. So we are working on that part to have a display the modules listing, and as a user I can set that which part of the module would be displayed once I open the apps. And also reducing the displaying the menu by the admin. So those are in our pipeline. Those features are in our pipeline to make sure those features will be released very soon. Okay, so this is basically in the demonstration. Now let me show you some part of how the things to be displayed in the admin. So basically, we just reorganize the structure. Right now, it is not there, but in our upcoming release, we have the reorganize the menu things. So basically, as I show you, like the activities of the team. So as I start and stop the timer and extract everything and store inside the CRM, so you can export those things. So for example, if I open the records, so it's export everything. You can export everything from this module. Okay, apart, so these are all the premium features. None of the features which is available in a free version. So the customer who has this premium mobile apps will get this feature. Definitely we added some of the things in a free as well, like as I show you, like how the calendar will look like and all. Those are the part of the free features. So let us know, or let me know if you have any question. You can raise, you can type your question. Okay, so I got the question from, just a second. Actually, it's not displaying the name of the person, but that's fine. So I got the question from someone like the route planner is the great feature for one field user. If I may ask, our workflow is whenever we go to the customer house, they needs to sign on our check-in and check out for a proof that we were there at that time. If we need to buy something at the store, it will included in the remark. What do you say? Yes, that is correct thing. But as I show you, like in a route planner, there is option of check-in and check-out. So when the users click on check-in, it means like that person goes to that location, and once check out, that means the person leave that location. Now I understand, like you want the option to check during the checkout, you want an option to take the signature. So we already have that feature, like once they did a checkout, they simply click on the link of that particular record, which navigate them to the records. Over there is option to signature, right? So I think that feature will help, I mean, to solve the purpose which is your question. Anybody has any other question? Okay. Yes, Naz. How are you, man? Regarding the time tracker, if user accidentally end appointments for CRMTiger, will the time tracker stop? And application for no, time tracker will never stop until user will stop the timer. It means, like, we track everything on your CRM. So when they click on start timer, the API will call and API will log the time in your server. So even if the mobile has been crashed or anything happen, it will not stop the timer. Okay, any other question you have? Okay, I'm great, thank you. Just a second. Can you use the edit the picture, like putting circle on the demo spot? Yes, this is a good suggestion. It means like you need the option to annotation on the pictures. So yes, we will work on that. So this is very good suggestions, and we also will going to add an option to delete the picture if the user will accidentally delete the picture. Sorry, accidentally add the picture. Can you use it? Okay, this is, yeah. Anyone has any other question? Okay, the root problem is something. Okay. The screen is blank. Okay, it's not this one. Can you use edit picture? Yeah, got the same question. Okay, anybody has any other question? No. Yeah, thank you, Nas. Mobile app is synced with web apps. Yes, the mobile apps is it's a real-time syncing. So Raja, based your question is like, if I save anything to mobile apps, will save to the web apps? Yes, it's a real-time syncing, and this is online apps, so there is no offline or anything for these apps. So whatever you update, it will sync online always. Anybody has any other question? Okay. Okay, I'm waiting for the question. Okay, and one more thing is like, we are updating our user manual and the videos for users to understand it more, how the apps works. So that will helpful for everyone to um, understand the more features related to the apps. Okay, anybody else have any more questions? Okay, perfect. So hope you enjoy the webinar. We'll send you the recording of the webinar, as well as based on your feedbacks, which is all provided by you. We'll consider in our next release. And thank you for your time, and have a good day. Nice day ahead. Bye-bye.